watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Annalisa Gale.
And I'm Randy Bass. Mark Hall has the week off. You're taking a live look outside at the National Cathedral. Check out that fall foliage. But we are talking about weather that is starting to feel like winter. Time to get the boots and coats out if you haven't already. We're even watching for a chance of some wet snowflakes during your morning commute tomorrow.
Yeah, and it comes on the heels of a wet Wednesday night. All that rain leading to Maryland lifting now for weeks-long burn ban that happened there. And, you know, thankfully right now we are looking ahead to the cold tomorrow. It's been a bit cold today as well, Damon.
Oh yeah, indeed. This storm system, it brought all of that rain and that burst of wind last night as a cold front ripped on through. And yes, that soggy weather extremely welcome given our dry conditions and what was that ongoing burn ban that has, of course, now been lifted. And with additional chances of precip on the way, that will help as well. But I say precip, not just rain, because look at our map here, folks. Again, throughout the day today, it's been relatively dry for most of us in the DMV, especially near DC, the I-95 corridor, back toward I-81. There's been some light rain, and then the more west you go, well, snow continues to come down in waves across the mountains of far western Maryland and parts of West Virginia, where there is still a winter storm warning for Garrett County, and we also still have winter weather advisories just east of Garrett County in Mineral and Allegheny counties. As you drop in elevation, a lot of heavy snow is likely to come down there along the highest terrain. Now, as we look back off to the rest of the DMV, well, outside of the mountains, we'll see a lot of cloud cover. It's going to get windy again. We'll have very chilly temperatures dropping, by the way, through the 40s into the 30s as we head into the night. And that sets the stage for what is possibly on tap tomorrow. Again, we are tracking the possibility of some wet snowflakes for your morning commute. We'll time out when and where those flakes could fly on Friday, coming up in a full check of your forecast here in just a bit.
All right, Damon. Thank you. Well, breaking right now this afternoon, the president of Georgetown University is now stepping down. John DeGioia is making the move after 23 years, and he will now become a president emeritus. Now, he continues on as a member of the faculty. The university says he is recovering from a stroke he suffered in June. DeGioia held that position for 23 years, making him the longest serving president in Georgetown's history, which he says was the privilege of his lifetime.
And developing now at 4 o'clock, a Northwest DC man police say is allegedly connected to a dozen sexual abuse cases is staying behind bars tonight. We do want to warn our viewers, though, that some of the details of these cases may be disturbing to some. Police today describing 33-year-old Uwana Ubam from Northwest DC as a serial sex abuse suspect, telling DC News Now that his crimes had escalated recently. This photo of Uwana Ubam released by officers today, and police say he could have more victims. 2 of the cases date back to 2021, and 10 more happened between April and November of this year. Police say many of his victims were white and Hispanic women in areas between 14th and 17th Streets in Northwest. Women we talked to in the neighborhood today shocked to hear of those cases and hear of Ubam's arrest.
I'm glad the police caught him, and I hope that instead of being let back out, like a lot of people seem to be anymore committing crimes, that he's actually put away.
Assistant Chief of Investigative Services Ramey Kyle credits Ubam's alleged victims with helping to close these 12 open cases.
Each piece of information provided by our courageous survivors was a crucial part of the puzzle that our detectives worked to solve.
Detectives allege in earlier offenses he would physically overpower his victims, even forcing them into their apartments before escalating in recent months, holding victims at gunpoint. Police say the case really started to come together in the last several weeks as police developed a better suspect description and connected Ubam to multiple cases through DNA.
Detectives were able to close in on Ubam after running through over 1,000 vehicle registrations, reviewing hours of video footage, and through the execution of search warrants to obtain cell tower data.
Again, police releasing this photo, hoping that anyone who may have had inappropriate contact with Ubam comes forward. And anyone with any information at all in reference to these cases or any other potential cases is asked to get in touch with police.
All right, Randy, thank you. Well, new details this afternoon. A Maryland man accused of shooting and killing his own stepson has now been denied bond. Darshawn Williams was taken into custody Wednesday at his home in La Plata. He's accused of murdering 15-year-old Michael Edward Clemens. Police say that deadly shooting was over unfinished chores. Williams is currently being held at the Charles County Detention Center. He's facing a number of charges, including second-degree murder. And right now, a suspect is in custody 8 months after the murder of a Prince George's County woman. Jessica Somerville was shot to death in District Heights on St. Patrick's Day. Her suspected killer, Raheen Hawkins Bozeman, was taken into custody this morning at a home in North Carolina. Police canvassing the area and releasing new surveillance video of the suspect yesterday in hopes of making that arrest.
And in the district, DC Fire and EMS say a driver took off after crashing into a building in Columbia Heights this afternoon. You're looking at the scene. This is at 14th and Euclid Streets in Northwest. The front of the striking car covered with shattered glass, more glass all over the nearby sidewalk. The fire department, though, says no one was hurt. And new today, Metro announcing a major overhaul of its bus network for the first time in 50 years. They also say the new so-called Better Bus Network changes will also come with increased enforcement for fare evaders. DC News Now's Liberty Simmons is following this story this afternoon. Liberty, what are riders telling you right now?
Good evening, Ramsey. Well, a heads up to all Metro riders. Now, Metro says starting the week after Thanksgiving, they're going to be ramping up enforcement on people who don't pay fares. And we spoke with many passengers here today who say some people just don't have the money. The next time you take the Metro, you may see more uniformed and plainclothes officers around to deter fare evaders.
People just can't afford it, and sometimes high Metro prices are really make or break whether between someone eats that day or not.
Metro is launching a campaign of increased fare enforcement on the lines with the lowest compliance on fares.
While, I get, fares is what, helps pay for Metro. I understand why people skip fares because they just don't have it. People are poor these days.
This comes as Metro approved its Better Bus Network redesign, focused on making the bus system easier, faster, and more reliable. The plan will eliminate 500 underused bus stops that slow the bus down and make changes to most routes to better serve customers.
I'm glad they're doing that. I took the bus this morning and someone was training on the bus at the time, so I'm sure they're ramping up, getting new drivers and things like that, and that's stimulating and good.
And Metro also added 11 more bus routes to its frequent service network, and it expects to begin implementing this new network by 2025. For now, live here in Northwest DC, Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.
All right, Liberty, thank you. Meantime, Metro's ridership numbers are on the rise. WMATA says they're seeing a 7% jump in Metro Rail ridership compared to the same time last year. And for Metro Bus, closer to a 12% increase. Metro says it's been a big help in covering its budget shortfall. We turn now to Northern Virginia, where the search is on for the person who stole a bunch of coats from the Pentagon City Mall. We're told it all happened around 10 o'clock this morning. No word at this point on which store the coats were taken from. The suspect apparently ran toward the Pentagon City Metro station and has not been seen since.
Well, with holiday shopping beginning to, soon here, one area in Montgomery County is seeing an increased police presence. DC News Now's Christian Pena is in Silver Spring with how they're working to keep shoppers safe.
You shop around downtown Silver Spring, you'll most likely come across a police officer or two this season.
We have a lot of work to do, but what we're doing is we're putting extra resources and initiatives, especially with the upcoming holiday season, so people feel comfortable going out in downtown Silver Spring and other parts of Silver Spring.
The move is part of Captain Coquino's holiday crime reduction initiative to ensure shoppers feel safe. The goal is to stop crime before it happens.
We're using our drone as first responder in downtown Silver Spring. We have license plate readers, cameras that we're utilizing, but then we're also putting officers out in plain clothes.
According to Coquino, shootings are down 62% from last year. Carjackings are down 50% and car thefts have decreased by 42%. However, retail theft is up by 25%.
We are taking a tougher posture with crime. We want to make things safer for our community, for our businesses.
This comes as some retailers in the area are beginning to add locks to items that are stolen often.
We want to keep you safe. We want you to have a good time, but don't contribute to the problem.
The initiative launched this week, and within the first night of work, Captain Coquinos told me they were able to seize 2 illegally owned guns. For now, reporting in Silver Spring, Maryland, I'm Christian Pena, DC News Now.
All right, Christian, thank you. Well, new at 4, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin is renewing efforts now to protect kids from the dangers of social media.
His new executive order directs state agencies to fight the negative effects of social media usage.
Yeah, Youngkin says his plans includes developing a social media and mental health toolkit, as well as creating a so-called Reclaiming Childhood Task Force. A student at James Madison University agrees with the proposals. He says before he made a conscious effort to spend less time on his phone, he went as far as contemplating suicide.
Part of my story is realizing how truly dissatisfied I was with my life. My whole life was mediated through a screen. And I realized that it was about time to wake up, to take a step out, to take a leap of faith, and to be unapologetically human again.
Governor Youngkin also says his recent state guidance on banning cell phones in K-12 schools could help.
And the Washington Capitals are back at home tonight for the first time since Alex Ovechkin left the game with a lower leg injury earlier this week. Since then, we've all been waiting for an injury update on the Great Eight, who is just 27 goals away from breaking Wayne Gretzky's all-time goals record. At 39 years old, Ovi is the oldest player to lead the league in goals with 15. Tonight, the Capitals will be without Ovi as they will host the Colorado Avalanche. Alex Flum will have more on Ovechkin and his injury and the team tonight at 6 p.m.